Hi there, my name is Steve Gerhardt and this is the Unagi Observer. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this week's video. This week is kind of going to be a hodgepodge of a few things. Just stuff I felt like talking about. No real rhyme or reason, just going to talk about stuff. So sit back and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I got a new laptop. Finally, this old laptop that I'm actually still have to use because I still have to get the editing software that I want onto the new thing. But I got a brand new computer. What does this mean? This means I'm playing Genshin Impact now, which is, I'm not normally a gamer, but it's such a beautiful looking game, and I've been watching some friends play, and I was like, okay, I want to play this too. And when I tried to use this laptop to play, it was like, no, we're not going to let you. So that prompted me to start thinking about buying something new, and therefore I got something new. So as of Sunday, I am a new Genshin Impact addict. But this also means another thing that having this new computer, new laptop means. And that is, I found out that I have a better way, a better system of doing live streams. Yes, I might be able to do, I will be able to do live streams here on YouTube. And I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'll let you guys know when I decide to do one. We'll do a couple test runs, not long. We'll just pop on and talk, and you guys will be in chat land, hopefully, and you ask me questions or whatever. We'll just have a good old time. And I'm really looking forward to that. Unless, of course, I'm playing Genshin Impact and I have a heart attack and I'm dying while I'm playing, which means that, according to anime rules, that means I get isekai'd, and I'll get isekai'd into Genshin Impact, but knowing my luck, I'll probably be reincarnated as a bar wench. So I had a really good question posited to me by Brent Newhall over at Anime Archaeology. He and I were talking through Zoom and just kind of hanging out, and he asked me this question. By the way, Brent is one of the three presenters, myself, John, and Brent, over at the Weekly Dig, which is hosted on Anime Archaeology. Link is down below. Saturdays around 8 p.m., give or take. So anyway, Brent asked me this question. He goes, hey, do you think there's an anime bubble, and do you think it's ready to burst? And I thought about it for a moment, and we kind of got the financial stuff out of the way pretty quickly, because that's actually pretty solid. Everyone's firmly ensconced into the technology. Crunchyroll is going on worldwide domination of all things anime. They absorb fun animation, stuff like that. So I don't think the financing is going to be a problem. I think where the problem is going to be, where the anime bubble actually is content. And we just recently finished doing the spring 2022 season of first episodes of new anime. So we didn't do like all of them, just the brand new ones that were released in this season. And given what we've seen there, we're a little bit worried because it seems like it's the same old stuff over and over again. By the way, if you want to see our reactions to the various brand new anime coming in that came in during the spring 2022 release, there's a link down below, again, to that specific weekly dig that we talked about last week. So just a warning, it goes on for a couple, 2-3 hours. But if you want to know our take on it, please check it out. Anyway, so we were kind of looking at stuff, and what we came to the conclusion was that we're starting to hit what happened in the early 90s with mecha, which was everything was mecha. And while I do love mecha anime, it was like overindulgence of it. The market was saturated, and people just like, I'm so tired of it, and actually started walking away from anime. That's something we don't want, of course. And so we were thinking about it, and we were talking about it, and going, well, what are we seeing? We're seeing a lot of sports anime, and right now they're starting to reach for stuff. One of the big sports anime was new anime, had to do with badminton. say made a drama, sports drama out of badminton of all things. There was one called Birdie, and I'm forgetting the rest of the title, but it's basically like golfing, only it's this woman who golfs for hire and goes kind of out in like unsanctioned matches and stuff. It's like golf yakuza, and it's really kind of odd. And but that's the direction the sports anime are going in. So you can tell they're reaching, right. The other big one that we feel is kind of being overdone over and over and over and over again is, of course, isekai. There's a little too much isekai out there. When they start making isekai anime that is purposely making fun of itself, you know that you're hitting the bottom of the barrel. And also the way that they're presenting the isekai, it's just like, it's almost as if either you go an entire episode explaining how this person isekai'd, which you don't need, or you kind of are at the point where you're just like, just tell me the dude died and he isekai'd into this country because I want to get on to the sword and sorcery stuff. So one of the things that we were talking about, maybe if you have an idea, please leave some comments down below. Be nice. No trolls. But, like we were talking about it, and like some of the things were just like, well, people really do like fantasy anime. Well, can we do fantasy anime that's not about isekai? Do we really need to have somebody being isekai'd into a medieval fantasy world? Do we really need to have the reincarnation concept of, there was another new one, Demon Lord is reincarnated as a nobody or whatever, something like that. And, it's just kind of like, do we need that? Is that really something we need? Can we just do fantasy anime like Record of Lodoss War or something of that nature? Where it's just, here's your world, nobody from Earth is being put into it, nobody's being reincarnated, here you go, here's your fantasy world, go for it. So we think that probably be a good idea. Another thing we were thinking about was, bringing back some of the classics. In the 70s and early 80s, particularly the people who would eventually make Ghibli Studios did a lot of children literature anime, like Anne of Green Gables, which if you were to watch it is amazing. Yeah, people will be like, well, it's not the anime quality of today, and which I would say, yes, you're correct. Look at what they did with what they had, and it's pretty amazing. And so a lot of people got to cut their teeth from Ghibli, cut their teeth doing stuff like that. So why don't we reboot some of these, grab some of these, and like Heidi, or like I said, Anne of Green Gables, or some of these things, and just kind of redo them and showcase the animation technology by taking really good, solid stories that we know we can run a series up to 42, 52 episodes, and that can reach a large demographic. So, we were thinking that's a pretty good idea. And one personal thing that I would like to see an anime of a classic is Sleepy Hollow, right? The Headless Horseman, Ichabod Crane. I've always loved the Disney cartoon of it, but wouldn't it be awesome to see a really good kind of like adultish anime of Sleepy Hollow? Wouldn't that be really kind of cool? So anyway, we're thinking about those kinds of things, thinking along those lines of, why don't we get away from, because the last thing we want to do is people get oversaturated and just be like, I've had enough, and if this is all that anime is, then I don't want to be part of this anymore. And we don't want that. We want people to be inclusive. We want people to come in. Another thing that we felt that should also get some budgets and be put out there, even if it's just OVAs or whatever, are healing anime. Healing anime are, like Eurocamp and stuff like that. There's definitely a market for that, especially now, the way the world is going on right now. Maybe we can spend a little bit less focus on isekai and kind of go towards healing anime, just a little bit, just so we can feel good about something in today's world. And another thing that I would like to see is actually more cultural things of Japan or China or Korea, combination thereof. We don't have to do the Sengoku period. There are plenty of other historical events and things and tales and myths and folklore and things that can be explored with anime that can be very, very entertaining, I think. So anyway, so that's what kind of we were thinking about. Again, I'm kind of curious to see what you think. So why don't you leave some comments down below? Be nice, don't be a troll. But tell me what you think. Where do you think anime should go from here? How should we get away from the isekai and the sports and the whatevers? Let's get your ideas on there. Last topic of discussion. So, for those of you who know me, know that I watch anime late at night because I don't sleep. My average bedtime is somewhere between 3 and 4 a.m. Don't ask. Sometimes I just stay up. And sometimes I watch anime that I want to turn my mind off on and just have something there to help me, maybe go to sleep. Popcorn, right? So there was this one anime on Netflix, and it's been on there for a number of years now, and I've been meaning to watch it. I know it's a comedy, and I think it's done by the guys who also do Cromartie High School, and I was just like, I'll get to it. For years, haven't gotten to it. Finally, the other night, I was just like, you know what? I need to watch at least one episode. And I'm kind of in a place where I'm just need to gel. It's a comedy. It'll be a slapstick, whatever. I should enjoy this. Click. And so what I started watching was the first episode of Backstreet Girls: Goku Idol. And I needed something that was popcorn, that I didn't mind while falling asleep to, that, maybe if I didn't watch it the whole way through, that, I could walk away from it, maybe come back in a month or two and watch an episode 2, whatever, right? Well, this is what I got. All right, so the story is basically this. 3 Yakuza really screw up. We don't know how they screwed up. We just know that they really screwed up badly. And so they're bowing before the boss, the Yakuza boss, and apologizing. We're sorry. What can we do to make up for this? Please tell us what to do. We can't apologize to us. Please tell. Thinking that they're gonna have to cut off their finger, or whatever. And the boss turns to them and goes, "Well, you've really screwed up, and lopping off your fingers is just not going to be enough. So you have 3 choices here. Choice number 1 is obvious. You die. Death. Second choice, we cut off your legs. Like I said, this is more. You screwed up really badly. It's really, really bad. So if it's not going to be fingers that we cut off, it's going to be your legs. So you're going to be cripples for life." Or there's the third option. What's the third option? We're going to send you to Thailand to have sex reassignment surgery, and you're going to become idols for the Yakuza clan. You have 5 seconds to make your decision. 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll be idols. So they go off to Thailand and they get sex reassignment surgery. So these 3 guys, big toughs, are suddenly turned into 3 idol girls, and they are the tropes. Right? You get the leader, who is pretty, beautiful, but definitely like the leadership kind of quality going on. The other girl is the blonde, busty one, right? The sexy one. And then, of course, the third one is the cute little pixie anime with the pigtails, right? So they go to a club and they sing, and everyone loves them, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to their normal lives. There's so much yelling and screaming. There is nothing in it. Like 75-80% of this anime is yelling at you, is screaming at you, and after a while you're just like going, please stop. Please, for the love of God, stop screaming. You can get your point across without screaming and yelling. It's so loud and so over the top. So I didn't really get to enjoy it. Maybe I'll try it again. I'm not sure, but I'm not recommending it. I'm not, unless you like loud. It's so loud. I'm telling you, I don't know how anyone can like this. So anyway, I'm gonna put a pass on Backstreet Girls Goku Idol. If you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. Maybe you'll enjoy it, or maybe you'll be in a better frame of mind than I was. But yeah, good luck with that. Okay, so that's it for this week. Like I said, it was just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff, and next week, we'll do a little, we'll get back into track, and so to speak. There will not be a weekly dig this coming up, but that's okay, because you should be watching last week's weekly dig if you haven't, because that's our spring 2022 new anime release that we kind of watched and give our opinions on. Alright guys, that's it for this week. Stay safe, do the things that you need to do to not get COVID, social distance, wear the mask if you need to, get your vaccines, but yeah, just stay safe, because I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.